Hi, this is Susan. Today we're going to create a new composition using Auxy Pro. Now in the upper left, you'll see New Project. Click on the plus sign. Auxy Pro will generate a name, usually pretty funny, like Mean Turkey. And right from the get-go, it says add an instrument. So you can start with a drum or percussive background, or you can go to melodic sounds. I'll do melodic sounds. I have some favorites already saved. We'll take a piano, noir. Okay, oops. Okay, so there it is, noir. Now click on the plus sign, and you can put a few notes down just for fun. I'll just do that, and we can worry about what they sound like later. Okay? That sounds pretty awful. Here, I can't leave those. They're just terrible. All right, we'll start with that. Okay. Now, if you decide you want to try out some, you know what, I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay. So I'm going to say done. Upper right. Now again, in the upper right, you have some other options. I'm sorry, let's start playing this. Down at the bottom, play. Okay, upper right, we can adjust the tempo. Let's put it somewhere like that. Let me show you what each of these does. Swing gives it a syncopation. It's hard to tell on this one, but the key we can change. Yeah, we'll do that. Let's see what other things. Eventually you'll get to export audio. That's a nice way that you can save it in a format that you can send to people through email or text or any number of formats or any number of methods. Now scale is interesting. When you click on this, minor, major, harmonic minor, or make loops chromatic. I'll get into this in another video. For now, we'll just keep it where it is. Okay, I'll click done. Now, let me open this back up. I'm going to click on it so we can see it bigger. Sorry. Edit. Sorry, I held down my finger on the box, and now I can edit it, label it, which I've never done, but you can. Duplicate it, move it, which we'll talk about also later on, or delete if you just absolutely hate it. So we'll say edit. Okay. Maybe I want to make these notes longer. So do you see that little line at the bottom of each box? If you drag that line down, a few more notes, adjusting the lengths of them. Now, you'll notice there are black notes, like if you look at the top, D sharp, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, C sharp, D sharp. If you click notes, if you only select notes in these areas, it's going to be minor, because minor was the type of scale I had picked. But anyway, I'm not going to worry about that for now. Now there are several octaves available. This can go much deeper, and it can go much higher. Probably about 5 or 6 octaves worth, just to show you. these deep ones, but we'll just leave it at that. I don't know. All right, so maybe this is good, and I will say done. Okay, let me hit stop for a second. Need to plug this in because my battery is running low, which happens all too often. All right, so now I want to add another instrument. Okay, let's do drums and samples. Oh my. Oh boy, oh boy. This is insane. Stop, please. See if I can get some good video software to edit that out. Okay. Let's see give you some ideas of the sounds. I haven't really found any favorite things here. That's always fun. Okay, so maybe I pick a rhythm. Let's see what our options are. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to keep them all for now. So I'll say done. And hit stop. Now, I want to point out something very important. Down at the bottom where it says scene 1, each scene is going to be 4 measures. And as your composition progresses, you move from scene 1 to scene 2, which will be the next 4 measures, scene 3, which will be the next 4 measures, and so forth. And let's say I want to just start with just the instrumentals at the beginning. I click the noir box to turn it off, and you see scene 1 just has the percussions. All right, that's not super interesting. Let's go edit this. Okay, I'll say done. Now I'm ready for scene 2. I'll stop that. So scene 2, when I click the plus sign, it's automatically going to copy over what's in scene 1. All right, that's fine. If I don't want it there, I can take it off, put it back. Maybe now I want to add in the piano section. So let's see how this sounds. And it'll keep looping. You see loop is highlighted. It'll keep looping through that. So you can sort of keep fiddling with it, right? If you want to go edit and just sort of keep fiddling, doing other things. So now, if I want to unloop it, click the word loop, start at the beginning. I clicked scene 1. Now it's going to play through. So let's hear how it sounds so far. Here's measure 2. Measure 3, measure 4, measure 1, measure 2. You see, so you get 4 measures in each. Now, okay, let me bring it up to scene 2. Now from scene 3, I'm going to click on this third box, copies over everything from scene 2. Now I'd like to have it maybe continue to be along the same lines, but a little bit different too. So at this point, I'm going to duplicate what I have in each of these. So I hold my finger down on that drum beat, duplicate, and now I'm going to hold my finger down on noir, say duplicate. Okay, so each of these is going to be the same as the first ones. I don't want to mess with the first ones because that's what I used, you know, scenes 1 and 2. But now that I'm in scene 3, I want to kind of tweak these a little bit. Let's see, edit. So let's hear what it was. idea. Probably getting ahead of myself, but I'm going to select this. You kind of highlight it by holding down and dragging, and now you see everything is highlighted in those white boxes. That's what it was. Don't know if this will be good or not. Just click anywhere to get it unhighlighted. Okay, that's pretty weird. Let's see. Of course, these probably should be moved too. Don't know. It's pretty awful. Let's see. Let's do something with these. Get rid of these. Just by tapping on them, you get rid of them. All right, let's see now. So if we go from this, unmove it. All right, that could work. It needs a little more enriching, I'd say, but this could work. Now I'm going to highlight it, edit. Now, here's something else. Do you see where it says 1 bar in the upper left? Since it's 4 measures, you don't necessarily, I mean, 1 bar means 1 measure, basically. Or that's how I understand it. That's how I think of it. If you don't want them all to be the same as each other, you can change the number of bars. I usually go for 4 bars. That way I have the chance to make each one different. I'm going to duplicate, which means if you say skip, you'll have the first measure the way we have it, and the rest will be blank, just waiting to be filled in. But I'm going to say duplicate, so it just keeps repeating, and that way maybe I want to keep the first 2 the same. Maybe change the last 2. Let's see. Let's see. Do. Let's see what I'm working with now. Let's see. Maybe I want this to be more da-da. Da-da. Let's see. Yeah, all right, so I'll say done. All right. All right. Let me see what else I'd like to tell you about for now, because this is just the getting started. Oh, yeah, I guess I didn't really explain some other stuff. Okay. You can drag these little thingies. Now in percussion, mostly you won't get to adjust the length of them. But let's see, maybe I want to just change it up a bit. I showed you how to create new scenes at the bottom, so we now have 3. We have this one, and you can see up top it's just using the first cell of spoke, And scene 2 uses that first cell of spoke, or whatever you want to call it, and the first of noir. And then scene 3 uses the second of each. We talked about how to duplicate. Let's say I wanted to duplicate this. I'd hold it and say duplicate. If I want to duplicate what's down here, maybe I want the next one to go back to the first. Okay, the scene 1, maybe I want to put that again over here. So I select scene 1, and then I do a plus, and it'll put that one there. So maybe I want to break things up with a little more percussion again. Or maybe I want the other percussion. So I'll click on that. But I'm going to go back to the first one. So you just pick what you want. And then up top, let's say you want to start fresh and don't want to just duplicate what you've got. You can just click and it'll give you a blank area. And you can, again, keep it as 1 bar, in which case it'll repeat 4 times. Or do 2 bars and then it'll repeat twice through. I'll hit done. Okay, and since I didn't put any notes in it, it just erased it. Let's see what other things. The loops, duplicating cells, duplicating the scenes. Yeah, I think that's a good start. And let's just change the name of this. Instead of Mean Turkey, as it says up top, let me click on that name. And instead of Mean Turkey, we'll call this Getting Started. Getting Started. There we go. Done. All right, and I'll just exit out of here, and there you have it.